I got a free house. You want to know how? Hey, what's up guys? My name is Graylan Stewart. I am a virtual wholesaler and entrepreneur. So yes, it's true. I got a completely free house. And it's crazy. I mean, sometimes this business just amazes me, the power of it and what you can really do with it. So obviously, it all started by wholesaling real estate. You know, that's what we do all day, every day, of course. But let me break this deal down for you, and I'll show you a picture of the house and all the details of it along the way too. So definitely stay tuned till the end. And by the way, while I'm thinking about it, please subscribe if you haven't already. I'd greatly appreciate it. And give me a thumbs up if this video brings you value of any kind. So anyways, let's get into it. So basically, here's how it happened. I was on Facebook Marketplace just searching late one night. I don't even know what I was searching for. It wasn't for houses because that is definitely not one of my marketing channels. But I just happened to come across this mobile home that I bought. So anyways, I ended up negotiating this deal, bought this mobile home for a couple $1,000s, put a little bit of work into it, not a whole lot. It's a really nice mobile home actually. The lady was just paying lot rent on it and she wasn't living there. So that lot rent every month was just adding up for her because it is in a mobile home park. So that was like $375 a month or something that she was just kind of throwing away. And she didn't really have money to throw that away. So she was willing to sell this at a discounted price, right? So anyways, I bought the mobile home for $2,000. I put probably $2,000 into it. I mean, it's a 2015 mobile home, and I bought this in 2019, so it was literally 4 years old. So it was really nice already. I pretty much just redid all the flooring because they had animals and pets in there that made it stink, and just did some little touching up here and there, and it was ready to go for about $4,000. And then I held it for a couple of months with the lot rent and paying utilities. So I was probably all in it for $5,000 at this point, okay? So anyways, I was advertising this property to sell on rent to own, like what I do, on Facebook Marketplace, and just advertising it in the local community, the buy, sell, trade groups, things like that, and on Marketplace. So anyway, this lady came to me and said, hey, I'm interested in buying this. So we were selling this property for $38,000 on rent to own. And the lady really wanted it. She loved it. But she ended up having a house in another community, probably an hour away. And she said, well, I have this house, I'm trying to sell it first, blah, blah, blah. Right? So obviously I was like, well, what are you wanting to do with that house? She said, well, I'm just trying to sell it just so I can move and buy something new in this other place that we need to move to. So I was like, well, okay, how much do you want? She basically said, around $20,000. So let me back up a little bit. The ARV on this house that she's trying to sell, like all fixed up, is probably about $90,000, give or take. So I was like, okay, $20,000 was a good deal already. And I was like, okay, well, what repairs need to be done? So she listed out the repairs. It wasn't a ton of stuff, but probably $10,000, $15,000 worth of stuff. Maybe $20,000 if you want to make it really nice. And then she did mention that she could have some potential liens on the property for different things. So I was like, okay, well, what if I agreed to buy the property from you? I just want to do title search and all that just to make sure everything is good to go. So she agreed to that. We did a purchase agreement for $20,000, provided that there was no liens. Came back that there probably could be $7,000 worth of liens. Okay, so which means there's about $13,000 that I was going to pay for the actual house. So what we did was we agreed that she would buy my mobile home for $38,000, but we would just end up taking $13,000 off of the house that she had. Because we were basically buying it for $13,000, right? So she financed $25,000 on the mobile home that I'm all in for $5,000, and it's a 15-year note at 12% interest. So do the math on that. It's pretty significant as far as what she's ended up paying for that, which is business. That's how any mortgage is. You end up paying double what the actual house that you're buying it for, and that's the case on this too. So anyways, I ended up basically just trading her is what it amounted to, but she still owed me $25,000 for the mobile home, and in turn I got the house just deeded to me on a warranty deed, not a quit claim, because we did a warranty deed, because we actually did the title search and everything, and it actually came back that there was some like the lady's husband had some child support type liens and stuff, but they actually weren't attached to the house. So I made her aware of that. We still did the deal at just $13,000 off of the mortgage, to where basically I was getting the house, for free, because I basically traded $13,000 of the mortgage on the mobile home. Therefore, I got the house for free. So I'll show you a picture of it right here. Can you see it? So yeah, that's the house that I got. It was a single family house, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom with a single car garage that they sort of kind of tried to convert, but were pretty unsuccessful. It was a pretty bad job. So I have since completely remodeled it and have tenants in there at this point. Well, rent-to-own buyers is who I have in there now. But and I'll do a whole nother video on that, because this technically ended up being my best deal ever when you combine this entire transaction. But there it is. I basically got the house for free. So it's a $90,000 house after repair value wise. But even as is, it's probably worth 70 as is, around that. But she just really wanted out. She had to move away from this city. Didn't have money to put towards another house, so I let her use that as part of her down payment, basically. And she still gave us $3,500 down in cash on top of that. So I almost got my money back on the mobile home just from her down payment. But anyways, that's how I got a free house. So this business is powerful, and this all came from me just up late one night, just kind of browsing Facebook Marketplace, and I wasn't even looking for houses because, like I said, that's not my marketing channel. I don't use that as a marketing channel, but I ended up coming across a good deal to where I bought a house, and in turn found a lady that wanted this house that actually deeded me her house to get into the house, the mobile home that I had. So anyways, I know that's all kind of confusing probably, but it's crazy. I actually literally got a free house, $90,000 house now, because I have remodeled it. So I'm into the house total probably, I think I spent maybe 15 with holding costs and everything on the property. And then I have a rent-to-own buyer in there now. So it's a crazy deal. Got a free house. It's amazing. If you're not into wholesaling real estate, you got to get into it. It's the lowest barrier of entry to get into real estate. And it just gives you other opportunities as you go along. You end up fixing and flipping. You end up buying to hold rentals, because that's where the long-term wealth comes in. But then the wholesaling itself gives you good paychecks, along the way to help fund these different deals that you can do. Eventually, you can get into multi-level or multifamily and that kind of thing, or whatever kind of floats your boat. But the moral of the story is take action and do something to where you can actually start your real estate journey. Okay? So anyways, hopefully you found value in this. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please like the video. Drop me a comment if you got anything to say, and I'd be glad to respond to you. Anyways, hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time.